Hey there, Tundra Nation, and welcome back to the channel. With the new year settled in and everyone getting used to writing 24 for the date, we decided to look at birth month. Birth months? Really? Guys, really? We're scraping the bottom of the barrel on this one, huh? Okay, well, here we go. We're gonna look at birth months and tell you what gun you should have based on when you were born. So sit back, find that decorative coaster to re-gift, and let's start the show. Yes, the first month of the year, January. This month really is the true transition month because it's the start of the year and you still have all the holiday season joy. Everyone's still confused about what they should answer when they say what year it is, and they realize 2024 sounds like it's a long way away from 1994 because it is. Yikes. People born in this month often grew up feeling older and more superior to anybody else born in the same year, but not in January. They're their mother's favorite child, also known as her little holiday miracle, and they act like they bought into that hook, line, and sinker. They demand the best even if they don't deserve it and look down on the poors below them while carrying an HK USP in 9mm. You bought this after seeing it in video games and learned that HK was top tier stuff. What you didn't realize is that there are much better guns to carry these days that aren't as bulky. I mean, nothing screams I like to feel better than others more than carrying an overpriced, outdated pistol just because of the brand name. And then we have February. I mean, it's the month for lovers, and as such, you're like to do things side by side with somebody to keep you warm during the coldest month of the year. So it only makes sense that the birth gun of people born in this month is a side-by-side 12-gauge shotgun. But seeing as it's also the shortest month of the year, it's going to be a totally legal sawed-off 12-gauge. It's short and simple, much like your court-mandated IQ results. This is the coldest and most miserable month of the year, which is exactly what a day of skeet shooting feels like with this scattergun. In order to make it through February, we gotta pay some bills, so check out today's sponsor, TNVC.
Do you like seeing stuff more than not seeing stuff? I know I do. If so, then check out TNVC.com for all your seeing stuff needs, because we'll be seeing you tonight.
Ah, yes, March, the beginning of spring in baseball, not to mention that this is the month primarily known for St. Patrick's Day, Irish pride, green beer, and corned beef. It only feels right to make the official gun of the month the Ruger Mini 14. Being simple and effective makes it easy to use for those that might be wanting freedom, but also drink a little bit excessively. While it's far from the perfect rifle, it's perfect for the month of March because the Mini 14 is the red-headed stepchild of the sporting rifle world, only really loved after the 10th whiskey. April is when things really start to warm up. This month is best known for its rain showers and the pastel colors of Easter. People born in this month like to stay fashionable and show off with a flair. Unfortunately, this leads to poor decisions just because they like the color and it shows off their personality. Now, this has led to the purchase of a lime green Volkswagen Beetle, and in the center console, you have a pink Sky CPX-1. You don't care about the performance of your purchases. Obviously, it's not even a CPX-2, just as long as it shows off your style in a series of pastel colors. By the way, I am not implying the Sky CPX-2 is any better. This is a worse decision than wearing Crocs, but you can't even be corrected by somebody more knowledgeable because your ADD-riddled brain is already thinking about some squirrel. Whew. Wow. After the atrocity of April, we have the month of May. Ah, yes, all those April showers have left us with muddy little flowers all growing in a field. Just like those flowers, all you May babies are stubbornly similar, so it's only fitting your birth gun is the firearm of the proletariat, the SKS. Often covered in mud, it's reliable enough as long as you don't mess with it, but it's never really anyone's favorite, much like the people born in May. The SKS stands as a staple of what happens when a good idea is poorly executed and then abandoned. As for the holiday in May, we have Memorial Day and Mother's Day, which is kind of fitting because the SKS always gives you memories of the motherland. Now that brings us on into June and the start of summer and warm weather. People born in this time of year are always the ones on the go, ready to go on a vacation at a moment's notice. They like to pack light and just go on with the adventure. Usually they're the daredevils or class clowns growing up because they were always the ones trying to be in the spotlight. Having no fear is good since your birth gun is a Walther PPK. Now, this small yet effective gun conjures up images of parachuting in tuxedos or other James Bond related activities. I'll explain what that is when you're older.
Oh my.
In reality, the small gun barely fits in your hand, so it spends most of its time collecting dust, much like those old party tricks you used to do for free beer back in college. The times really have changed, but you refuse to let go of that early summer party feeling. A certain picture comes to mind when you think of America's birth month, July. Summer is in full swing. The pool parties are popping, and patriotism, is at an all-time high for the year. This is the month that exemplifies what summer is all about. Fireworks displays have the kids memorized, but you see it as your job to sit the tykes down and teach them that those fireworks are to symbolize shooting tyrants in the face.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Just like all the other Americans born in July, when you get cut, you bleed red, white, and blue. White noise for you is an 8-hour YouTube loop of A-10s doing gun runs. In today's world, there's nothing more classic American than a good old Colt 1911. It doesn't need to be fancy when it's the only service pistol in the last 100 years, and I think ever, to score a kill on an enemy fighter pilot. Take that, Beretta and SIG. August rolls around and most of the country is now done with the scorching heat and ready for fall, but that doesn't stop the people born in this month. Nope, they are true party animals. Every summer was just a big party leading up to their birthdays, and that trend didn't wear off during their adult years. Political correctness can get fucked, and that is something that you stand by. You pine for a simpler time, but you are still hardy enough to party. The birth gun of the month of August, well, it's the FAL. Often seen as politically incorrect, it performs in hot, dry climates well enough. With a history in the Rhodesian Bush War, this battle rifle is great for mag dumping into trash, or even some non-war related shooting.
Wow.
The right arm of the free world goes great with those short shorts that you got for your birthday. But just remember, when you turn that Ted Nugent up to 10 on the stereo, you gotta turn your rifle's power setting up as well. If you know, you know. Almost out of nowhere, we have September, the month that seemingly comes and goes faster almost than any other month. And it's for good reason too. Just like the people born in this month, there's nothing remarkable happening at all. The best way I think to describe September would be the basic white girl of months. This is when you see the pumpkin spice latte make a return and all of the women start dressing like Han Solo. It's basically a useless throwaway month, just like the birth gun of September, the High Point JHP in 45. Bulkier than it needs to be and not serving any meaningful purpose, September is a great pairing with the 45 chambered High Point. The people born in this month are all talk and wouldn't actually do anything because it would require some actual effort on their part. Autumn is in full swing and we get to the spooky month of October. Pumpkin carving, apple picking, and ghost stories dominate Pinterest and Instagram. Everybody's wearing their most comfortable hoodies and getting ready to dress up for Halloween. The people born in this month are the worst part of the month though. They try to rub it in your face by attempting to celebrate it year-round with decorations and complaints about how anything horror or ghost related is only good during the month of October.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
They know all the facts behind the classic horror movies and they tell you about how they saw it first. Clearly, the October babies are going to be getting a CZ75 for their birth gun just to fill that hipster niche they fall into. You never hear the end of how good and underrated it is, much like all the people born in October. The rest of us just don't care.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
The people in November, however, are the humbuggers of the year. Their birthdays are always overshadowed by people getting ready for the holiday season and shopping for Thanksgiving and Black Friday deals. You never got anything good for your birthday because it just wasn't on sale yet, so you had to wait till Christmas. The birth gun for November clearly has to be the AK-47. It's made cheap, but when you have one, you're thankful it's not an SKS. Sorry, May. Hardy and reliable, the AK fits into the November baby's lifestyle as there are a lot of lines to wade in. Much like the bread lines, the AK was designed to control. And that leaves us with December, the final month of the year, but the one filled with the most holiday joy. The people of this month are just born with natural holiday cheer. They think gift giving is the best thing you could possibly do, and they love to decorate almost just as much. The one gun designed to be decorated in any number of ways is also one of the greatest gifts the world has ever gotten, the AR-15. You can get them on sale in almost any color available. I mean, you can get them for the entire family as build kits to enhance activity time, or just buy one out of the box ready to go for that instant satisfaction. The December babies, well, they're not worried about the cold because of the heartwarming joy we all feel when we get an AR-15. Subscribe, folks.